In this screencast, I'm going to talk about Hurricane Fiona, which the National Hurricane Center has forecast that it may produce 12 to 18 inches of precipitation with a maximum of 30 inches. Now, this is a catastrophic amount of rainfall to hit the whole island, but especially this southeastern part of the island. And it will produce life-threatening flash floods and urban flooding. There's no doubt about that. I'm going to put a link to the National Hurricane Forecast Center in the description below, so folks can go to this primary source for up-to-date information and just warnings. I'm going to look at this peak surge, and you can see that the surge itself isn't forecasted to be that high compared to what we just saw in Alaska. However, the rain amounts on the island are expected to be very, very high. So in terms of population, it's just been a crazy week for weather here on planet Earth. Alaska just got hit, western coast, with some really significant storm surge in a very rural area. And total population of Alaska, though, is just under 740,000 people. Puerto Rico, we're looking at 325 million approximately, or 300,252,407. That's a lot of people. That's quite a few people. Much bigger impact in terms of people that are going to be affected across these various municipalities that are broken down throughout the Commonwealth, especially on this southern section where we see Salinas, Arroyo, Manabu. I can't pronounce all those names, but these places are going to get hit hard. Let's take a look at the geography of the place on Gaia GPS real quick. I'm going to pull up a topo map. And that'll give us a better indication of what how bad this flooding is going to be. So we have the USGS topo layer loaded. And we can see some, I'd say, moderately mountainous terrain. So this place definitely isn't flat towards the center of the island. That was the Dominican Republic. No wonder it wasn't mapped by the United States Geological Survey. So that's 250 feet, 400 feet, 450 feet. So we can see some areas that are, water will run down nearly 500 feet to the ocean, and that's where you're going to get this flooding due to this, volume of up to 30 inches of rain. If 30 inches of rain fall at 500 feet elevation, they're going to go downhill. Down these creeks and gullies. This area is about 600 feet elevation. So just very, very significant event here. Let's jump back over to Google Earth and take kind of the same look at this area. They're seeing just networks where they've cut out the trees to build roads and communities in these southern areas. It's not quite as populous as some of the bigger towns, but when we get to the coast here, this is what's getting hit really, really hard. There's some tourist communities here that are just going to get hammered by this rain. Storm surge will probably be an issue, but again, we're looking at this is actually not that high compared to the amount of rain that's going to be washing down from these hills into the ocean. It's going to flow downhill. So that's what's happening. It's absolutely an indicator of climate change when you look at the just the amount of storms we're seeing every year. There's a lot more of them when it comes to hurricanes and typhoons than we used to see when there was less carbon in the atmosphere. So one thing I'll leave on is if you're affected by this, my heart goes out to you. Feel free, if you're surviving and everything's well, let us know how that's going and what you did to adapt to such a crazy storm in this area. And we'll see, in Alaska, things have gotten pretty political. The coastal flooding that's happened there is, people are asking, why didn't the government come save people? And I think that same question can be asked here is, what is the state government of Puerto Rico's role in evacuating people off this island before such an event? And what is the federal government, in the United States, where it's headquartered over here in DC, what is their role in evacuating people by land, air, and sea, if possible, before these big hurricane-style natural disasters come in and devastate communities? So let me know what you think in the comments below. In any case, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you around.